What if I told you that a simple 1972 Washington quarter could be worth more than a luxury mansion? More than a sports car, even more than your dream house, and I am not joking. This is real, and it has already shocked collectors around the world. Right now, somewhere, someone is holding this exact coin and they have no idea that it could change their entire life in seconds. This is not just a coin, this is a hidden treasure disguised as pocket change. Stay with me because what you are about to discover will make you check every single coin in your wallet immediately. The year 1972 might look ordinary at first glance, but for collectors it hides one of the most mysterious and valuable secrets in coin history. This quarter features the iconic image of George Washington, but what makes it powerful is not the design. It is something much smaller, something almost invisible. The mint mark. Yes, that tiny letter can turn a common coin into a multi-million-dollar discovery. In 1972, these quarters were produced in different locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Some coins have no mint mark, some have D, and some have S. But here's where things get crazy. A rare minting error happened during production, and a few coins was struck with unusual characteristics. We are talking about double die errors off, center strikes, and extremely rare proof errors. These errors are not just small mistakes, they are jackpots. One of the rarest discoveries includes a 1972 quarter with a dramatic double die effect where the text and date appear slightly duplicated. This tiny detail has made collectors go insane. Now imagine holding that coin without even realizing it. But wait, it gets even more shocking. There are reports in the collector community about a near-perfect, high-grade 1972 quarter with a rare mint error being valued close to $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million for a single quarter. And the reason is simple: rarity condition and demand. When a coin is extremely rare and almost perfect, collectors are willing to pay anything to own it. Now here comes the twist. Most people ignore these coins because they think they are common. They spend them, they lose them, or they throw them in jars without a second thought. But hidden among those ordinary coins could be a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. And here is what you need to look for. Check the date carefully, it must be 1972. Look at the mint mark, see if it has DS or no mark. Examine the letters, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice any doubling or strange spacing, that could be a sign of a rare error also. Check the edges and alignment. If the design looks slightly off-center, that is another powerful clue. And most importantly, condition matters a lot. A shiny, well-preserved coin is always more valuable than a worn-out one. Now imagine this. You are sitting at home scrolling your phone and suddenly you remember this video. You grab your old coins and start checking them one by one. And then you see it.
A strange-looking 1972 quarter with a unique detail. Your heart starts racing. Could this be the one? Could this be the million-dollar coin? This is not just a dream, this has happened before and it can happen again. Collectors around the world are searching for these coins every single day. And the next big discovery could be in your hands right now. So do not ignore your coins, do not underestimate their value. Because sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest surprises. If this video made you curious even a little bit, then do not stop here. Go check your coins right now. And if you find something unusual, you might just be holding a fortune. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because we bring you real shocking discoveries that can change your life. Who knows, the next coin we talk about might already be in your pocket waiting to be discovered. And now the biggest question is still waiting for you. What if the next time you look at your coins, you are not just holding money, but holding a hidden fortune? Because stories like this do not happen in movies only, they happen in real life to real people who paid attention. Maybe today is your turn. Maybe that 1972 quarter is already with you right now, quietly waiting to be discovered. So before you ignore your spare change again, take a second look, because one small detail could change everything. If you enjoyed this shocking journey and want more powerful discoveries like Then make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden treasure. And remember, every coin has a story, but only a few have the power to change your life.
YouTube channel, where we uncover the hidden stories and true value of old coins. Today, we begin an incredible journey into the world of the 1980 Washington quarter, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but in reality holds layers of history, design, evolution, minting processes, and collector significance that most people overlook. As we step into the rich background of the Washington quarter, we have to travel back not just to 1980, but all the way to 1932, the year this coin series was first introduced in celebration of the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The United States Mint chose to honor the first president of the United States with a circulating commemorative coin that eventually became one of the most widely recognized and circulated coins in American history. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the Washington quarter replaced the Standing Liberty quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916 and had gained both admiration and criticism over its short lifespan. Flanagan's design featured a bold and dignified profile of George Washington facing left with the word "Liberty" above, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, along with the date below on the reverse. The original design showcased a powerful eagle with wings spread and a bundle of arrows beneath it, symbolizing strength and readiness, with olive branches below as a message of peace. This design remained largely unchanged for decades and became a cornerstone of American pocket change. By 1980, the Washington quarter had already seen a number of changes. Though subtle, they reflected both advances in minting technology and shifts in the needs of circulation and collector interest. By this time, silver had been removed from quarters entirely since 1965 due to rising costs and the need to preserve precious metal resources. The Coinage Act of 1965 mandated the removal of silver from dimes and quarters, transitioning them to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This meant that by 1980, the quarters were made of an inner core of pure copper and outer layers of copper-nickel, creating a durable and cost-effective solution that maintained the coin's weight and size, but affected its overall tone and wear patterns in circulation. Now let's focus specifically on the 1980 Washington quarter. This coin was struck at 3 United States Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each mint mark telling a small part of a larger story. The Philadelphia Mint issued coins without a mint mark, as was standard at the time. The Denver Mint quarters carried a D-Mint mark, while the San Francisco Mint, which primarily handled proof coins, produced 1980 quarters with an S-Mint mark meant for collectors and not intended for general circulation. The production numbers were immense, with hundreds of millions of coins produced across all 3 facilities. But what makes the 1980 quarter truly fascinating is not just its mintage numbers, but its place in the numismatic landscape of the late 20th century. At this time, coin collecting was evolving from a niche hobby into a more mainstream interest, catalyzed by a growing awareness of coin errors. Varieties and historical narratives surrounding U.S. coinage collectors began to pay close attention to details like die variations, minting errors, plancher anomalies, and condition grading, all of which affected the market value of a coin that might otherwise appear common in the case of the 1980 Washington quarter. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1980 D quarter, with a repunched mint mark, also known as RPM. This occurs when the mint mark is stamped more than once, but not in exactly the same position, creating a slight doubling effect that is visible under magnification, though subtle. This type of variety adds a premium in collector markets and is cataloged and certified by major grading services such as PCGS and NGC. Another point of interest lies in the condition of the coin, with high-grade examples in mint state, especially MS-66 and above commanding significantly higher values compared to their circulated counterparts. In terms of design integrity, the 1980 quarter maintained John Flanagan's classic vision, though by this time many coins began to show wear due to decades of circulation changes in die technology and minting efficiency also led to sharper details on some 1980 issues depending on die state and strike quality. So when evaluating a 1980 quarter, one must consider not only the mint mark and date, but also the sharpness of the strike presence of luster, absence of contact marks, and overall eye appeal, all of which factor into its numismatic value. It's important to recognize that even coins produced in the millions can become rare in high grades, especially if preserved in original bankrolls, mint sets, or found in exceptionally well-struck condition. Beyond the coin itself, the broader historical context of 1980 offers additional richness to our narrative. This was a year of transition for the United States marked by economic shifts, political changes, and the continued evolution of American culture. The U.S. Mint was adapting to increasing public interest in coinage, driven by inflation fears, and the growing popularity of collecting as an investment. The numismatic press was booming with new publications, dealers and conventions creating a thriving environment for coin education and exchange. In this backdrop, the 1980 Washington quarter circulated widely across the country, playing its role in daily commerce while quietly becoming a piece of collectible history. We can also explore the legacy of the Washington quarter through its long life, leading up to the redesign in 1999 with the launch of the 50-state quarters program, an initiative that revolutionized public interest in U.S. coins and led to a dramatic increase in coin collecting across all age groups, but the pre-1999 quarters, such as the 1980 issue, remain a staple of traditional collections, particularly among those who appreciate the historical consistency of Flanagan's original vision and the physical characteristics of clad coinage that defined a generation of U.S. currency. As we journey further into this video, we will look at real examples of 1980 quarters under magnification review coin grading techniques used by professionals. Assess price trends from auction records and online marketplaces and study how storage handling and time affect the condition and value of these coins. We'll break down the differences between proof and business, strike coins, examine the role of third-party grading services, and understand what makes a 1980 quarter worth a few cents or hundreds of dollars, depending on rarity, variety, and preservation. We will also touch on collector stories, interviews, and insights from experts in the field and answer your most frequently asked questions about spotting valuable errors, building a Washington quarter set, and protecting your investment for the future. So stay with me as we dive into every facet of the 1980 Washington quarter, its historical roots, design significance, minting variations, market performance, and collector appeal. This isn't just a coin. This is a chapter of American numismatic heritage, and by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to recognize, value, preserve history, and maybe even uncover a hidden gem in your own pocket.